I'm making this face because I'm getting angry. Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Audra, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm not sure how you got here, but certainly I'm glad you came. And if you are new here, well, you're in for a treat. If you are a fan of chaotic, frenetic energy, you enjoy horror, commentary, foundation, and anything else I like to do on my odd little channel here, I suggest you subscribe. Come on, join the family to be fun. Like the video, we're gonna have a good time. And also, here are my socials. I follow back, why the hell not? It doesn't hurt anything, unless you're doing something creepy, in which case, I'm blocking you. Don't be weird. All right, guys, what are we here with today? Well, we've talked about my dating nightmares on more than one occasion, and so I thought I would talk about something else, which is
I'm gonna need y'all to stop doing this.
Okay, listen, we're going to talk about some interracial dating here because, interesting things are happening in this whole, lockdown procedure, the social distancing, if you will. So today, what got me thinking about that is I went out to take some photos of this look because I was kind of sort of proud of it. I didn't expect it to come out like this. It's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. And I was out taking the photos, and a gentleman, a white gentleman from Canada no less, I think was hitting on me. And he was very subtle about it, which is probably why I didn't get it, because you kind of have to hit me over the head with a fucking rock. Don't actually do that. I didn't realize it until he was gone. But it got me to thinking about interracial dating. And so I started to think about all of the times that I have been dating interracially, especially when I'm dating someone who is white. Yes, white. And I really need y'all to stop doing this, fellas. And I'm speaking specifically to fellas because in all the times I've dated ladies, not one of them has done any of these things with regards to interracial dating. So let's get started. Please note, all of these are based off of my experiences as a woman of color dating white men. They don't have to be your experiences, they are mine. I hope I don't offend anyone. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the video. Number one, just because my name is Audra and not Shanitra, Shaniqua, or Janetta doesn't make me any less black. Having an untraditional name does not make me less of a black woman, nor somehow less ghetto. I'm just as black as them, and I'm so sorry that you don't like the names, but don't date a black woman if you're going to be very upset about her culture and where the hell she comes from. Thing two that I'd appreciate it if you would stop doing, especially my white brethren out there, if you have never dated a black girl before,
Don't start now.
we're not an experiment. I just thought you should know that. I'm not an experiment. Dating me is not some kind of magical experiment that you get to have just because you never have. And in fact, that kind of really, honestly, makes me feel like I'm a fetish to you. I'm not a human being. I'm just another thing to check off of your list. Leave us alone. Thing number three. Please stop asking me if I've ever been with a white boy before. Please. Do you think I got to 40 years old in the year 2020 and haven't had some salt in my life? And since you like to refer to us so often as chocolate, I have had a little vanilla in my swirl. It's okay. I just don't need you to ask me that. You're not the first, you won't be the last, and you're definitely not going to start now. My blackness is displayed in my home. I know it's weird and awkward, but if you can't hack it and you can't handle it, please don't date me. It's very annoying. And a lot of you guys do this and you don't know that you're doing it, but stop. Because what's happening here is you seem very intent on wanting to date us, and we're open-minded. I'm an open-minded person. I think the wider that I make my dating pool, that's WIDER, wider I make my dating pool. Just clarification. The better it is for me. However, please understand that when you come into my house and you see paintings with black people, exclusively black people in them, don't ask me questions about them, because I sure as shit don't ask you questions about the paintings in your house that are all white. You see how it works out? It's perfect. It's fine. Let's not get crazy. I'm not a freak in the bed. I'm not a freak in the sheets. We're not all freaks. Just because I'm brown doesn't mean I'm extra freaky. In fact, a lot of the things that we have learned, or I have, maybe I'm not going to speak for the whole crew,
It's from my white friends.
Okay, so listen, we're not freaks in the sheets. I'm not any freakier or any less freakier than the person next to me. So please stop assuming that just because I am brown that automatically makes me some kind of super sexual, hyper insane freak who's going to do anything to you that you've always wanted to dream of. And I'm just not, that's not who I am. And even if I am, and if we are dating, please, for the love of all that is good and holy, if I'm going to go meet your family, it's extremely important that you tell them that I'm black. Please don't withhold that information. It's very humiliating and embarrassing for everyone to have these looks on their faces when I show up going, because they're surprised, which makes me feel uncomfortable, which I'm sure you would feel very uncomfortable coming to meet my entire black family and none of them knew you were white. You don't want to stand there feeling awkward, weird, or strange. So please don't do that to me. That'd be great, thanks. And if you're not prepared for the fact that this hair comes off my head and underneath is something else, please don't date me. Please don't. We're not going to have bunches and bunches of questions about why I don't wear my real hair more often. I do what I want when the fuck I want to. You grow a beard when you want to, and I don't ask you any questions about that. I don't go, you know what, it would be better if you always had your beard instead of shaving it and having your own personhood. So please don't do that to me. It's really annoying. It's very obnoxious. Also, just with the hair conversation in general, if there are things that you're curious about, that's one thing. But it is a whole other to make me feel like a science project. So please, try to tread lightly. And certainly if you're going to tread into the waters of interracial dating, what we are not going to do today at all is compare races. At no point in time should you ever say anything, especially if you're trying to date a black woman or really any other race outside of white. I'm sure they may agree and maybe disagree with me. Who knows? I'm not them. I just know that as a black woman, I really don't like it when you say, oh, I'm so glad I'm dating you. You're nicer than white women. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's weird.
That is weird. Just because you dated one white woman who wasn't nice to you doesn't mean they're all not nice to you. And also, just because I'm nice to you doesn't mean every black woman's going to be nice to you. So please remove that from your vocab. And if that's the only reason you're dating me, then honey, we need to break up, and now. And can we move on to the pet names? I'm not your chocolate drop, okay? I'm just not. I don't like being called that. It's not cute. It's not adorable. I don't want to be called that in any way, shape, or form. I am not down with the swirl because I'm not a fucking ice cream cone. That's just not my thing. And I get that it's some people's thing and that's good for them, but it's not for me. And I think there are a lot of people in the community who don't really like being called that. Sometimes I just want to be recognized as a person dating another person. Is that too much to ask for? Do I have to be relegated to a treat to be acceptable in your life? Let's not do that. Thanks. And importantly, very important, please understand that my blackness does not have to affect you in such a way that you use me for arguments. If you have a point to make about racism in this society and in this culture, you can do so without using me or referring to me. You can definitely say that you disagree without saying,
well, I have a black girlfriend, so.
You're not woke. And when it comes to carrot size, please don't ask me if the black carrot is bigger than the white carrot, because I'm not going to tell you, number one. Number two, that's a disgusting question. And number three,
are you serious right now?
Are you? Because you totally just killed the mood. And also, we're breaking up again. And also, it would be great if you did not try to have a black scent in order for us to date. I didn't date you because you spoke a certain way, just like I sure as hell hope that you're not dating me because I speak a certain way. Speaking of the way that I speak, I am not less black because I speak like this, okay? I'm just not. Don't take it there, don't say it, and also, please do not call me an Oreo. It's not cute, it's not adorable, it's not funny. In fact, it's racist as fuck that you said that, and I'm sorry that I got a little about that, but it's really rude. It implies very harshly that just because I have any form of code switching, which is something that we all use, or just where I grew up, this is how I speak, I'm a military brat, this is how I talk, this is how I was raised. It doesn't make me better than other black people. Know that. Understand that. Just because I didn't grow up in Chicago or Brooklyn or in a hood or anything like that doesn't make me any less black, and it doesn't make them any worse than me. We are all black. We are all black. And if I see another black person on the street, I'm going to give them a head nod. Do you know why? That's how we do things. Don't ask me if I know them. The chances are I probably don't. We just nod at each other in fucking solidarity because we know what it's like to be black in America. And that concludes Audra's School of Interracial Dating. Would you like to see anything else about this? Do you have any questions about interracial dating? Let's have a forum. And hopefully I'll be a lot less manic and crazy about it, but I was really trying hard to be nice and not come across as the angry black woman because
You know.
all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. A huge, huge shout out to my patrons. I love you guys so much. We're having so much fun. I'm so excited for our first live stream. By the time you see this, it will have already happened. So I'm so glad to have you guys there. Thank each and every one of you. I am always looking forward to hanging out with you guys. And until next time, please be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Wash your hands. And for the love of all that is holy, don't take that call from that booty call. Don't take it. It's not going to be worth it. It's going to be sad. All right, guys, deuces! Oh my gosh, I'm getting out of pocket. Somebody gonna call out my name. Ooh. This eye looks amazing, but I feel like this other eye looks like trash. But you know what? I do that every time. I always think one eye looks good and one eye looks like trash, and you know what? It probably does. Who cares?